Wow, that sound is so irritating. The Discord call sound is the most annoying sound I've ever heard in my entire life. I could not wait for that to end.
I'm sorry, bro. I don't even know what I was doing. I was just sitting here.
It's totally cool. It's not your fault. I should just see if I can make a different one, or just call it something else.
Sorry,
What's
what?
popping? What's up, bro?
Um, Not much. Just ready to discuss some things. I've had a long day.
Yeah, yeah, same.
So a couple things. I actually have a list.
Nice.
First thing I wanted to bring up was a name
Can you
change.
screen share it?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Sorry.
Here, I'm just gonna send it to you in the chat because it's just a list.
Sweet.
Alright, so the first thing I wanted to bring up was a name change proposal
Cool.
because I think that King City is kind of a very local name, and we might run into some jurisdiction issues with the city. And I think if we end up expanding our business with more employees, more areas, it would just make more sense to not have a direct city connected.
Hmm.
So I thought maybe King Connection or King something else, just like simplify it to some basic nouns.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Yeah, you can get back to me if you have any name ideas.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, I get it.
All right. Next thing was I'll skip over this. We'll do it at the end because it's kind of what you probably want to talk about. My emergency flyer card idea that I had. Basically, I want to make like a little business card or flyer that's kind of like. Have you ever seen those or not emergency police line cards that they leave, where you just have like a card on your fridge to call?
Yeah,
Kind of want to just go around the neighborhoods and leave that, and they'll have the card and they'll be like, oh, maybe I can use this to call if I ever have a problem, and it would make
definitely.
sense because if their internet goes down, they're not going to have any means of researching, so they'll go directly to that.
Yeah. Also, a lot
So,
of old people use notepads and stuff for like all their passwords, and like they have like one notepad that's in their like desk drawer that has like their social security number and like everything on it. So like
mm-hmm,
to have a card next to that, like in that, like we want to get in that drawer
true.
so that when they need stuff that's like anything related to the printer or the Wi-Fi password, anything, there's like they always see that card, you know?
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay, so I wanted to figure out ways to possibly find email lists and I was gonna say phone numbers, but phone numbers can kind of come later. How do you think we could compile email lists or get access to data like that?
I know that in data analytics we have there's like brokers. You can just show up and say like, let me look it up really quick. It's like I can say like elderly people email list, Oregon. Uh, Resources for programs serving older adults. That might be a nice place to start because Oregon keeps track of a bunch of data like that. And if they have, for example, like if there's some community center or like some elder home, right? They're gonna have people that come in and do service. Like how do I say? There's already people whose target demographic is elderly people, right? We don't have to like reinvent the wheel. Other people already target old people. We just have to see like how are they targeting old people, and then we just do the same thing as them. When it comes to specifically getting email lists, I'm trying to remember the website. I have to look up on my in my data analytics thing because we had a whole unit on it. Uh, Pay for no, yeah, and then making it. There we go. Top 15 companies to buy email lists in 2024. Best places to buy email lists. These ones might not be so regional, and so there might be some opportunity to compile local email lists um, by doing things like looking at Facebook groups and like if we can substitute instead of doing emails, doing Facebook messaging to like the
Mm,
QAnon group. or the King City knitting club or whatever. Like
Yeah.
there's, I think getting online leads for old people is not going to be like incredibly difficult. We want to target them because they're already online. The elderly people that don't even have internet, like we don't care about them. Like they're still humans, but like that's not our demographic. So we want the ones that are savvy, but not so savvy they can fix it themselves.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I think Facebook's a good place to start.
Yeah, fine. Like, I'm pretty sure there's probably like a King City just direct page on Facebook because they're very integrated with all that.
Yep.
Probably has like I'm guessing it probably have over 20,000 members.
Yeah.
Okay, so if we decide to send out some emails, we can do that. Um, so I'm doing a different job. I started yesterday. I'm gonna be finishing tomorrow, and then I'm working
Nice.
next week. But basically, I'm making a good amount of money, and I kind of want to invest in paper advertisements, like the
Okay.
flyer idea I was talking about earlier. So
Mm-hmm.
I think that if I order that on Sunday, I still have to make a design and all that, but I'm planning on getting it done by Sunday. And if I
Okay.
order it, it should take 5 days to have them printed, and I mean we'd probably get it by I'd expect within 14 days.
Yeah.
But if I do that and get all that, would you be down to meet up on a day and go door to door
Absolutely.
knocking?
Yeah, for sure. I
All
think
right.
it would be. I think it might be important before designing the flyers to have a fully like a full menu, at least somewhere that we have it, even if it's on the GitHub, of the services that we provide that we know how to provide. We can always fudge a little bit, but the point is that like they can call us, and if they ask for something, that we have the thing they're asking for. If that makes sense.
Okay.
Like yeah, there's some amount of like we can fix I don't know, like a fax machine or something. I've never done that before. So somebody called and was like, my fax machine broke. I have to like Google it really quick and then go over their house.
Hmm.
And I don't know how comfortable you are doing that.
I've already
I
done it
think
multiple times. It's actually
okay,
pretty easy. And the more you
okay.
do it,
I've never done it before.
yeah, that's what I was doing with Chad. He was basically just sending me to houses with computer problems, and I would have to not a fax machine, no,
Yeah, okay,
but like
right.
random printers. I would just be like, oh, what am I gonna
And just
do?
trouble, just do basic troubleshooting.
Yeah, and then I'd be sitting there trying to fix it. You kind of when they're like sitting over your shoulder, you have to resist the urge to like, look up Google questions, and I just started
Yeah,
sweating, bro. It was like a wave of sweat hit me, but
yeah,
I figured it out, and I figure we should probably have some kind of money back guarantee where if we don't fix the
absolutely.
problem, they just
Yeah,
don't even pay us. So then even like we basically just go there and use our knowledge to the best of our ability. You get stuck, you call
sure.
me, I try to help you, vice versa. But if we can't
Yeah.
fix it in the end, we can just abandon
There's
ship.
pro- there's probably something charming we could say. So actually, in the $100 million offers book, I don't know if you read it. He said you can even offer like extra money back. So he
Hmm.
was like, if we can't fix your problem by the second visit, you get back your money plus $10 for taking your time, something like that. Which sounds just so crazy because people can scam you. But like, if we have a small menu of the items we offer and we're sure we can do those things, then I'm totally happy giving someone $10 if their problem is some weird esoteric thing, you know?
Hmm.
Um, so yeah, I think the guarantee is a good idea. I think also there's a room for making it charming because old people like we can target the guarantee for them, you know? Like
Yeah.
yeah, I think that's a good idea. Like giving them like a buy mart gift card or something. Like and that's kind of funny, but
Hometown
like that's
buffet.
exact or like Fabric Depot, like things that they'll actually like use, you know?
Yeah.
And it's kind of like we understand who you are, we know who you are, and we're on your side. That's what sales thing is when you feel like the person selling really understands what your problem is, and then they just happen to have the solution, dude. When really that's not what happened. Really, they like sought you out because they knew what problem you had beforehand. But we got to make it feel like we're discovering it with them, you know?
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Five head.
Wait, what was that?
I said five head.
Five head? Why do you say
Yeah,
that?
exactly. Big brain.
I
Big
thought you were
brain.
saying randomly you're just feeling insecure about your forehead.
No, 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 no.
I've dealt with that a lot, but not with you, but with other people. Okay.
Yeah.
So in terms of branding, I kind of it'd be smart to find like get the actual logo done because we're probably gonna want to put that in all of our advertising.
Sure.
And then on top of that, the color scheme, like I noticed a lot of professional businesses will have like three main colors that they use.
Yeah, for
I don't
sure.
know much about any of that. I was thinking we could probably consult with Salem, or you can consult Salem, and we
We can
can.
ask ChatGPT.
Yeah, but I mean, we can get like the colors, but like the actual art and the design, the layout of the website. I just know
Yeah.
somebody like Salem has a skill for that, and he can make it look very, very good. But I'm not on speaking terms with him right now.
Sorry.
So if
Yeah, no, I get that.
you could ask if you want to ask him, it's up to you. But I think that like if we get him working as soon as possible, we could pay him like maybe $100 to get a logo, um,
Sure.
design maybe that the advertisement. Like we give him the words, and he can design all everything else.
Yeah, I've used Canva before. So if I have the images, I made business cards for my brother, and he uses them to this day. And he got like 500 of them, and they're really dope business cards, by the way. I designed them myself in Canva. I was very proud of myself. But yeah, I'll text Salem right now.
Okay, yeah, I kind of
Uh,
that logo I made. It's I don't really like it. The more I see it just from far away, it's too much in a small spot, and it's I don't think it's gonna work long term at all. So while you text him, I was curious. Did you look at the GitHub update I made at all?
I haven't checked it. I've been like so slammed. I've been so slammed. I'll check it. I'll check it when I get back from the club tonight. I'll get back at like 3 a.m. I'll see what I can do before I fall asleep.
All right. Well, I'm gonna just send you this for now in the Discord, a little section of it.
Sounds good. Oh, I can look it up. I have my computer, dude. Oh, did you put it in chat?
Yeah, it's
I
basically just like the I made like a CSV. You had a layout in the appointments sub ideas. I think it's called sub projects.
sure.
And I saw that, and I added a couple more fields just because I think if we have client name, location, or where they live or whatever, how to contact
Yeah.
them, the date, the date of service. I don't even what is date. Yeah, I guess date would be the date that they're planning on having us serve them. The service they were
You can also
doing.
say that you can also say the date. You can say the date that they requested service, the date that it was fulfilled, the date we received payment. There's 3 dates.
Okay, yeah,
I think.
that's
I think.
good because I have
Oh,
payment received at the end. We can just change that to a date, and if it's null, then it basically means we haven't received anything.
sure. Also, I think much of this is going to be probably altered when we actually get someone, because we're going to get them and we're going to realize, oh, we actually have too many fields, or oh, we have too few fields. I want to be. I think planning is good, but I want to make sure that I don't over plan
Yeah,
because we have to be adaptable to whatever happens. You know.
yeah, I took that into consideration while making it. I was trying to make something that would be as flexible as possible and with the least amount of fields. But
Yeah.
I think with this data right here, like it only keeps track of that one date, not three dates. But with all the fields, you can pretty much get everything you need from it, all the info.
Yeah. And we can always like whenever we have a when we get our first client and go to their house, we can literally record it in our notes on our phone, and like it literally is not that big of a deal, and then come back and then decide how we want to organize it once we have data to organize. But
Yeah.
before we have data to organize, it doesn't make sense to like
Well,
figure out the structure of it.
that's true, but hypothetically, just like with common sense, you can figure out some things like pre fields that you're probably gonna expect to have.
Oh, oh yeah, 100%, 100%. Yeah. I think like yeah, no, I totally get that. I think if we can figure out like I think the logo should be influenced by the services provided, if that makes sense. Like we're not gonna have like a circle with a line because that's like too vague. We need to have something that's like kind of so specific that old people see it and they're like, oh yeah, they do computer stuff. Like
I agree.
we want to be so clear. But then also, it's not like we're coding websites for them. It's not like we are, I mean, maybe we're backing up hard drives. I don't know. I don't know exactly what the scope of the services rendered are. And if it's just general computer sort of help stuff, we're young, you're not young. If that's the vibe we're going for, that's one business. But if it's more specific, like these are the things we can do for you, then we can set it up and we can stack the services. Like these are the 5 things we offer. And if you get this package, we can do this. Or is it just pay us $50, we'll see if we can help. Like I don't know I don't know how professional or how clear it is the services we provide to them,
Yeah.
and we need to know that before we communicate.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, we definitely need to figure out a list of services and our vision.
sure.
What do you think it should be? Do you think we should be servicing just old confused people, or do you think we should be more like professional, servicing people our age, doing tasks like backing into power drives and just stuff that like you probably could do if you watched a YouTube video, but you'd want to go to
We just don't
professional.
want to, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think it totally makes sense if we take a small specific goal to start with, even if it's too small, because we're not actually stuck with anything. Like maybe we pay $100 to have Salem make us an ad, and it shows like an old style computer, like an old desktop kind of computer is the logo, and then we kind of realize, okay, we're kind of making as much money, like we're making a lot of money doing this, but we realize not only do the grandparents want help, but also the grandparents' 50-year-old kid wants help as well. So now we have to kind of modernize a little bit. We can always modernize later. So I think just tailoring to like old folks' homes, not specifically, but like that's where we're going to talk to them and give them computer literacy. And even the content we make with computer literacy, if we record ourselves doing the computer literacy, the digital literacy, keep yourself safe online, record those presentations, those can also be content that goes up somewhere. And so you can actually have like, it doesn't just have to be in-home servicing. We can give information in a more general way. There's old people on TikTok, you know.
I don't use TikTok, but I believe
Okay,
you.
I don't either, but there are, but I don't use it either. But yeah, like I think that's the information is value that we're providing up front, like out the gates, and I think we're using that just as a means for lead generation. It's just one of many lead opportunities. I'm excited to actually just teach old people and help them be more safe. Um, yeah, I'm okay. Yeah,
Yeah, you have more of a drive for the lesson part, and I feel like I have more of a drive for like just being in their house and actually fixing this stuff.
yeah, for sure. I'm not thinking. I'm thinking of the classes as just an opportunity to be seen by them and to have our business cards show up at their houses. Then later, maybe it's 2 months, maybe it's 3 months, maybe it's 4 days when they need help. That then they call and then we can help them. Um, yeah, because it's kind of an intermittent issue. It's not like they're gonna need it every day or once a week or something, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe we can try to find a way that we need that they need our help every week, but that seems maybe a bit much.
Yeah, that would probably mean we'd like have to open up to computer help with 10 minutes of daily stretches included, and then we get all the grandmas calling
Yeah,
us. Can you come
exactly
back?
right. Maybe we could say like we'll store your emails for you, and like we can go through their huge email list and like get rid of all the scams for them. That'd be a good service to offer. We'll go through and unsubscribe from all the scam emails for them
Yeah.
because really they're really like victims of scamming so hard. Like
We
they
could even remove like their 5 task bars they accidentally downloaded.
exactly right. Like just cleaning like that's a great service. Offering them to clean their desktop and clean their computer like
Yeah.
of malware of viruses would be good. Um, Also,
Organize. Yeah.
there's a service called Delete Me. I've seen an ad for it where you put in your email and you give them like $10 or something, and then they go out to the internet and they tell all the ad companies delete this email from your list so they stop getting scam emails. We can offer that service to them. We can say we can help you get off of the internet so that these scam companies don't have your email, and we just take the $10 that they pay for the service and they give us 15. We use 10 to pay for the service and we pocket 5 because we're doing it for them. And that's not it. Like
I like the idea, but like when you said 15 is
you're like more.
tink. Yeah.
Yeah, more. Okay,
Like
yeah,
I
yeah.
think the standard. I don't know how much I trust this, but one of my friend's dad said the standard is to charge 2 to 5 times the amount of what you paid. So like if you're
Yeah, no,
working
for
and
sure.
you buy screws for 50 cents, you charge them like $1.50 to $5 for the supplies.
No, yeah, we can always price, and yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
We should
It
charge
doesn't.
more.
Yeah, it doesn't matter
Um,
too much. So we can figure all that out later.
yeah, but I think it's a great service to offer. Let me see if I can add that really quick. I like that idea.
And then
I forgot what it's called right now. What's
forgot
the name
what
of the
King City
what's the name of
Connections.
the is that the repo name?
Yeah,
Okay.
But yeah, we should try to change that name as soon as possible because that's we have to label everything with this, so I don't want to have to go through and change everything later on.
Yeah.
So maybe tonight while you're working, you can just I'll be thinking too, and we should come up with a conclusion for the name by tomorrow at noon.
What is the what's the urgency? Where does it come from?
Because it's already been 25 years. So I'm
What do
only
you mean?
I'm only sticking dates just to try to keep things moving forward. Because we could
No,
do
no.
it.
I'm saying what's the urgency with changing the name specifically?
Oh, just because like I said, if we're gonna be paying Salem to do all this stuff with the logo, I don't want to have to like have everything be changed again later on. We may as well like stick to it now at the foundational level rather than change it when we've already built all like 10 stories and have to redo it all. You know. Oh,
Okay.
sorry, I know you don't like metaphors, or you don't like.
No, no, I don't mind metaphors. I know that I think that rebranding is a tool that some businesses, even local businesses, use to gain customers.
The biggest concern I have is just King City, dude. I'm telling you, it's a city of a bunch of old people, and they're very serious about like little things about business. I just don't want to run into a problem with the actual King City if like I don't know what it even is, but they just have like several different groups that are watching things around the city. So like we could be servicing people and randomly just get a call from them one day with a fine or something like that. But I haven't looked into the details. I'm just saying this just like hypothetically to be safe because I already saw that you have to buy a business license in the King City, and I haven't seen any other businesses with the King City dot dot dot. So maybe it's like not even allowed. I don't know.
Okay. I would be yeah, I can think of names for sure. Um I think that King City Connection is kind of like alliterative and kind of rolls off the tongue a little bit. And I think for old people, like you said, they'll immediately say like, "Well, I want to be connected." Like it's not too heavy, and it is a concern that maybe it's a bad name to choose, and maybe it'll cost us to choose the name. I'd be uh, I'll think of names and put them in the list. I think I'm also going to look into to see. I might come Monday see if I can't contact King City and ask them.
Okay.
Say what's popping, KC. I'm planning on having I noticed you have an elderly population. I wanted to offer my services. Do you see a problem with the name King City Connection for the business I'm starting, and see how they react?
All right.
Um, and we can still, if we find a name we like better than King City Connection, we can always change to it immediately or later. Um, yeah, especially if we grow and then stuff kind of changes and we end up becoming a multi-trillion-dollar industry that makes music, and we have King City Records, and we have King City Cafe. Okay, like it's we have to decide, but like I understand the fear for sure.
That's the thing. Is
I'll
King
put that.
City is already kind of a big thing. I think isn't it like a famous retirement city in California?
Oh, it might be. Let
I th-
me add.
but yeah, that's a good idea. Calling the actual city and asking is a smart thing to do, and I'm sure if they support it, they might even give you options to help us expand or get potential leads.
Yeah,
They might be trying to help
let
the.
me modify the style. So real quick, what we got was uh, we have two. Now I think create Grand Slam offer is kind of like creating our menu, but I'll put it separate. So create menu of services offered. One of the services that we're going to offer is desktop slash file system cleaning. Cleaning is kind of a strange word. I'll put cleaning in quotes.
I would
Um,
say we could label it like something like virus removal slash file organization.
via third party service, e.g. Also, there's like Incogni, I think, and we could do maybe like VPN installation, things like that to keep them safe. We don't want to be scammers ourselves, though.
Yeah, I'd almost prefer to be anti anti-installers like remove stuff that they have that they shouldn't, rather than give them more things on their computer. Like if we go on there and see that they have McAfee installed and they're paying $300 a year for it, we could remove that. Which I've already seen
Yeah.
twice, bro. I swear. And we could even charge a removal fee just to click uninstall, like $50 removal fee. I swear, because it saves
That's
them.
so
It's saving
sad.
them money. Like this guy had it on
We
his. He had it on his Apple Mac, dude. I don't even think those can get viruses.
so funny. We should make our own. We should make our own that does nothing, and we should sell that to them for 250 a year.
Yeah.
And
Shit.
you can say this is our one-stop shop for everything. Yeah, email list removal. Um, I'm trying to think about like that's one thing I want to do. Scam services, like in situ scam services. So like if they think they're being scammed, they can call us.
All right. Yeah, let's get like aware verifiers.
Yeah, emergency services. And basically we're gonna pick up the phone and be like, nah, fam, and then hang up. And that's like the way we deal with it. But like or like if they're worried about yeah, scam detection, like slash inspection, like they say, oh, I got this email for this cool thing. They can send it and we'll make sure it's not a scam.
All right.
You know,
Yeah.
I want a free trip to the Bahamas, but I have to give this Nigerian prince $500. Is this legit? King City Connection or King City whatever or King whatever? Do you think this is a good idea? I'm gonna be like, nope, you're getting scammed. And they'll be like, thank you so much.
Yeah, or like
We can be a retainer.
I found this website to buy socks for $6 that are normally $20.
Yeah,
And I actually saw
exactly.
that the other day. Spoof
Yeah,
websites, they're pretty hard to detect sometimes if you don't know stuff. But learning
yeah,
HTML and CSS makes it very obvious.
yeah. Desktop file system cleaning, removal from email lists via third-party services, virus removal, in situ scam services slash emergency services. Um,
Oh, are
we
you writing
mentioned. I
down a
think
list of services right now?
I'm putting it in the capture file of Kings of the repo.
All right.
Um,
Did you do
I also
printer
think
repair?
that what
We should do like printer repair and like just general Wi-Fi problems because that's
printer
huge.
printer troubleshooting slash repair. Repair, I'm a little bit wary of because I don't actually know how to fix printers. I know how to follow the troubleshooting guide, but if they're like the axle inside is broken, I'm like,
Well, then we can just be like, sorry, we can't fix that.
right, okay,
But
yeah,
like
troubleshooting printer
repair
repair.
should also umbrella cover like changing the ink because that's something that's easy to do. They probably don't know how.
Hey, what if that was a service we offered, where like we come by like once every 2 months or so and replace the ink for you?
Huh?
That's not so bad.
Yeah.
I kind of like that. Printer repair troubleshooting, uh, printer ink replacement
And then like one of the
slash
jobs I had,
delivery.
I don't even know how you'd label this, but he just wanted to have his bookmarks moved from Firefox to Google Chrome. So just like
Yeah,
base. I don't even know how you label that. Just like
I would say like quality of life,
yeah, yeah,
uh,
or just
quality
like
of life
uh,
slash like system changes.
general troubleshooting, something like really broad.
Yeah,
Or
that's a good one.
we could just have that at the bottom, like or
General troubleshooting. I think also dealing with this is I don't know how you feel about this. Um, like when they get on the phone with their ISPs and ask like, why is my bill $800 a month? The ISPs are like, well, ma'am, you wanted the insurance, and there's like, and like they like I'm not calling the ISPs scammers, but they know who's old and who's not, and so I think like that they have a problem that we will actually like we can get on the call for them, and we can be with them in their house and be on hold, and we're
huh,
handling the problem with them. That
yeah.
way they don't feel so alone. Because it's just them and this 20 something year old telling them about Wi-Fi and WSP passwords and like shell commands, and they're like, "What are you talking about?" So we can be the in between, the translators for them.
I like that idea.
Uh, on call ISP go betweens. Um, yeah, they already have like cable people. Oh, like I know some people. Yeah, I like the idea of the bookmarks thing. I'll put that on there. Uh,
And then you're
bookmark
gonna
migration.
is the class could be considered a service. I don't know if it's more of an advertisement or a service that you're trying to provide after you're done with getting the initial clients.
Yeah,
Because like just having
Sure. I
general
was
lessons, even one-on-one privately, could be pretty profitable.
Yeah, for sure. And I was considering that at first. I was considering for the first class or the first few, just giving them for free just to see what reception's like. And they're all old and gonna forget anyway and take the class again. So like, who cares? But like,
Mm.
you could find events or places and say it's like $10 to come to this seminar on internet safety in the modern era, and old people will come so fast because they're like, I want to be safe. I know I can get scammed. It can be internet seminar how to protect yourself online. It's a $15 door fee. Like it's we're in, and that's all there is to it. And then I was thinking that we can have the main material, and then at the end we can have the ad basically of we also offer these other services. If you'd like, if you happen to have problems at the moment, come talk to us at the front. Um, yeah, even simple like what if we took a note? We have our notes, our Google Slides or something online, posted publicly, and we say, and if you want to take notes, you can. We have the notes online, and if you want, you can come up to us after. And we can show you how you can come to them online by yourself.
Yeah,
And that's our end to talk to them and get them on Google Slides and how to use a browser and things like that.
yeah,
So yeah, something like that.
yeah.
So
I was
I'm
thinking
totally happy
like
for the first few, just offering free value.
I was thinking maybe the type of library. I know they have like a room where they do classes. If we could somehow get a weekly class
Yeah,
with
for sure,
them and just do it weekly for like 3 months for free and just hand out all the cards, and then
definitely,
we would only charge for like one-on-one lessons if they wanted it privately,
sure.
because some
Yeah, and I
people
know
might
there's
prefer
several.
that.
Yeah, no, definitely at places like libraries, I think free is good. At some community centers, you can like say, I want to plan an event, and they'll be like, all right, it's $200, but you can have this room from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. or something like that. And then we say, okay, cool, and we put up the ads. We get like we charge $15 door fee, and there'll be like 4 1-hour classes throughout the day, so they can sign up for the morning class or the evening class or the end class, and we're just there all day, just like doing classes, giving the same lecture over and over again. But now we had like 100 old people come in, and they all have business cards and they all recognize us. They feel like we're trustworthy and we're smart. That's enough for them because they function on reputation. Like old people are from the generation where you didn't have internet. There wasn't reviews of places. It was you either like the guy that works at the gas station or you don't. And if you don't, you drive across the town to go gas somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to make a good. I think it's a really good way to get to them and at them because they don't really trust stuff that comes from the modern era so much.
All right. Well, you write down in the plans to find places to give public lectures,
Yeah.
and we should probably end this quite soon. But the last thing I had on my list was basically just I wanted to make like some JavaScript programs to update the CSV data, so we could like just type it in and it automatically updates it to GitHub when we do submit, so our data is always synchronized. But that's not needed anytime soon, I don't think. It's just kind of an idea I had. But yeah, what did you said you wanted to discuss, this will probably be the last thing, you wanted to discuss the course outline or like the structure of the course, right?
Yeah, like I don't know what I know. There's lots of things I can talk about the internet. I can talk about your local network. I can talk about file structures. I can talk about Windows. Right? There's lots of things I could talk about. I'm trying to figure out. I need to do more research on figuring out probably what's going to be the most interesting to them. I do think that uh, internet safety is a good one. I think like file systems might be good. That sounds so boring to give a lecture on file systems. Oh my god. Can you
Yeah,
imagine?
I think like we need to just keep it really broad and welcoming, and then break
Yeah.
into it once they're actually at the class, because if they see that, they're probably not even gonna understand what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Just like computer literacy course, just call it like something really basic.
Yeah.
Computer
Uh,
literacy, internet literacy. We could have like a hardware focused one and a more software focused one, but I
yeah.
don't think they'd care about the hardware too much.
This is how a CPU functions. This is how it's different than the ALU. This is what GPU acceleration is. Yeah, exactly.
The mouse will.
Internet safety, computer literacy. I'm not sure. What do you feel like you can talk about? What do you think you can teach people?
I would really enjoy teaching just resources and how to use the internet to find what you need, showing them
Yeah, that's
examples.
great.
Because like I think if an old person saw me typing a ChatGPT phrase everything from now on, like you're an educator teaching me about this, and then I'd type in now tell me about day one, or just like using it to structure and find new ideas. I think
Yeah,
that'd be very helpful for them. Learning how to use Google, typing in searches, knowing which websites to click on and why you should click on them and not others. That would probably teach them a
Wikipedia.
lot. Yeah, Wikipedia.
Yeah, New York Times, like just general stuff.
Yeah, YouTube, like what it means to be like to subscribe to somebody or have an account, or like having a Google account,
Yeah,
using that to log into multiple websites so you don't have to have like 1,000 different passwords.
exactly. Yeah, yeah. I have written down internet safety, computer literacy, internet resources to get things done, and then I'm gonna have. I think it's a good idea to have one on like your home system, the home system, and it's things like your photos, like word processing, and like signing documents. Because a lot of old people struggle with signing documents online, but
Hmm.
like it's not so difficult. So that's something that's like doing business stuff. Because some old people do business stuff online, they just struggle with it. My grandfather, he buys houses, and so like he'll have to like sign a document, and he's like, "Help! I need to help signing this document to buy this $450,000 house." You know, he like he's scattered out. He knows what's good. He just can't literally use the technology to get the thing done. You know.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, that would be a good
yeah, so
idea.
that's good. I just feeling comfortable on your computer. Also,
You could
maybe
even show them
I want.
like Google Drive versus downloadable stuff, so they understand that there's like
Yeah,
online platforms that you can use too, so you don't have to like download a ton of heavy programs on your computer.
I'm gonna also put, and this is a little bit off, but I'm also gonna put iPhone literacy. Because
No,
even though
I'm
it's not
fine with
direct,
that. That's like that opens a whole entire another crowd of people that would not have came.
exactly. Yeah, and because they have photos on their phone, but how do you get them on your computer? Or now, what if you want to print out a picture? How do you do that? Or how do text messages work? Why is my phone bugging out? Like all these things. That'll make them feel so much comfortable. And it's again, for me, it's a lot about building goodwill and building trust with the elderly community. Because once it's like, let's say 50 of them, let's say we get 100 people that saw our seminar, they saw us, they know the name, they saw the logo, they know we're like charismatic and we know how to use phones and computers. And then one of them gets our services and we come over and we help them, they're all going to be like, yeah, I remember that guy. Or they're going to be like, yeah. And now the whole community has like an image of this resource they have. Like we're valuable to the community as a whole. And it doesn't happen by just saying, pay me, you know, you get to give a little bit to get like, you know, yeah, but I'll look at all, I have venues, research venues is on the list.
This is interesting. I don't want to go off topic, but wait, yeah,
Yeah.
this will be fun.
What?
No, I was just gonna go into some comparing this to picking up chicks, but it's stupid.
Very professional.
Hey man, it's Friday night. It's getting
You said
late.
instead of JW work? Oh my God. I'm deleting that so fast. We print out flyers, go door to door, King City, rich old people neighborhoods around town wearing suits. No knock, but just leaving $1,000 flyer. Oh, 1,000 flyers, not $1,000 flyers.
Dude, our
I'm
flyers
not.
have $5. Or imagine if all of our flyers had a $1 bill attached. What's the payback on that?
Yeah, exactly. That's great. Maybe make
Dude,
them $2 bills.
let's do it. Let's do it. Let's spend $100 and we can get $2 bills and put it on 50 random ones.
What might be cool for your emergency flyer is what if we had at the bottom of it like a coupon? So if they come to the seminar, they get this flyer at the bottom's a coupon. So when they come and they use it, they get 10% off or something. And our prices account for 10%.
So
So we just
we're
make
like
10%.
Timu.
Yeah, so we just make 10% extra if they don't use it. But
Yeah.
if they do use it, we make the amount we want it to anyway.
Hmm.
Then they feel special, like I should save this. Because if we just give them a business card, they might throw it away. But if it's a coupon that saves 10% when my internet goes down, they're going to keep that. Then they call us and get it used, and they feel like they made money. They feel like they got their internet fixed and they made money. That's a great feeling,
We could
you
do
know?
like $10 and virus check or something like that.
Yeah,
Something that's really easy to do.
right. Excellent. Uh, these old people are going to be so smart. We can teach them how to play chess. We can teach them how to play CS:GO, Valorant, Fortnite.
What?
They're going to be no scoping 12-year-olds. and the 12-year-olds are gonna cry. It's gonna be great. And then when the grandparents give the kids V-Bucks, it's gonna be trolling. Like, here, buy some skins. You're garbage at the game. It'll be so good. No?
I don't I don't know what you're on about. I just imagine like the old grandpa from Spy Kids 3 walking up in like the machine suit inside of the virtual reality game. He's like, "Hello, grandson. I've been waiting for you for 5 years." All right.
Yeah.
Well, do you have anything else?
Um, I think determining the correct order to tackle these things in is a good idea. Um,
Okay.
I think seeing if I want to see how easy these old people are to find, how accessible they are, and I would like to establish how much pain are they actually in. Um, because maybe there's a lot of old people, but maybe 90% just use flip phones and don't care. If they don't want what we have, then we can't sell. So that's important. Is determining what the demographics are, and seeing if King City has more old people. What areas around us have the most old people, so we can target our ads on Facebook better. Um, yeah, it's gonna be good. I'm gonna have it's called Grand Slam offer. I'm just literally ripping off $100 million offers. I'm just using literally the book, and I'm just basically doing what like in the book how they say to organize stuff. I'm just gonna do that,
All
and by
right.
the end of it, we'll have our services, we'll have our prices, we'll have our everything.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing the same thing. That's a good idea. I was too lazy.
It's good. Was I an hour late?
Dude, it was scheduled for 6, and you shut up at I don't even know, like 7 something.
No, I told you that my I had to teach chess from 6 to 7.
You told me that when. Oh, okay. Well, when I mentioned it yesterday, you didn't say that, so I thought you just agreed. But okay, so if
Oh, no,
should
no.
we have like a? You want to meet at 7 on Fridays, 7 p.m.
We can try. I think maybe a different day is better, just because normally I should be.
Nice. All right, not Tuesday. How about Wednesday? Wednesday 7.
I think Wednesday should work. Let me double check my calendar really quick.
Because I'm
I'll,
recording this meeting. I'm planning on posting like a weekly meeting onto this channel I just made.
Sick. I totally forgot about that. Oh, 7 doesn't work. That's darn it. Let's do Tuesday doesn't work for you, or we can do Tuesday if it's later. We can do Tuesday at like 9.
Tuesday.
I mean, sorry, Wednesday at 9. Wednesday at 9.
Wednesday. All right, that works.
Because I just recently. Yeah. Okay, so we'll try that. I'll put it on my calendar. Wednesday 9.
All right, and to get back on
My
this
calendar's
thing we
open.
were talking about like 5 minutes ago, schedule like a list of intentions in like order of importance.
Yep.
I
Very
got
good.
I think talk to Salem about the logo, which I think you already did.
I texted him.
Design the ads for the flyers. The that's a typo for the course and for the emergency thing I had. Design the course. Find a list of public places where we could serve it. And then, I don't know. Did you have anything else? I forgot a couple.
I
I think.
think in the priority list, I think getting a solid like I like what we have so far. I kind of think what we just did was basic brainstorming. If we can be somehow organized and intentional about the full menu, I think that should come before the ad copy because the ad copy should talk about what we offer.
All right. I'll put.
Yeah.
So basically, designing the full menu is top priority, and then designing the ads in the course comes after. Finding public places that comes after designing the course. We're not
Yeah.
changing the name. Um,
We still can. We still can. We should still think of names as well. It's just that like we have to wait until Monday when I call King City. Let me put that on my thing.
that's right. That's right.
Tabor KCC meeting.
Let's
You see, do you see how I'm just like, yeah, I'll call them. You know, I literally called Mexico. I called Mexico and I emailed Mexico because my grandpa was like, they're just letting everybody over the border. Why are they doing that? And I was like, I'm not sure. Let's ask them. And he was like, what do you mean ask them? And I literally emailed. And then they were like, yeah, it's a really big problem. And if the U.S. and we work together, it'll solve it. Um, the trade agreements right now are not so clear, and you guys have a really different view than we have here. So like they were kind of answering the questions, and I was like, You don't have to like watch Fox News. You can just like ask them. You know, like the internet exists, but no one ever thinks they just ask Mexico a question. I don't know why. They're a person. So is King City. So are old people. Oh, this is not. This is like ending. Like wait, like business meeting. This is not business meeting.
All
But
right,
I
I'll
meditated.
send that meeting real quick so I can stop recording all this.